Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, before we jump back into the action, the first time, that's right, we didn't do break yet. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, you can consider becoming a member. And starting on, I think it was Sunday or one of those days, our memberships have gone down. We have a lower tier that is $2 to be a YouTube member. And you get some really cool emotes, because who doesn't like cool emotes? And also, it goes to help the community a little bit. So feel free, jump in on that, join. Yeah, it's fun. In addition to all of that, if you are interested in joining our community and joining any of our games like this one, we do have open slots available. Be sure to reach out to me and let me know. You can also join our Patreon in order to get on the waiting list for those open slots. And yeah, I think that's everything. So let's get into the action. Alrighty, Corvus, tell us what happened last session.
So, last session, I might have this slightly out of order, but I think we started off with casting legend lore on what was left of the sword that we had. So, we learned some things, including the name Craven Edge. We learned that it was created by some deific-ish figure called Craven. And then the last owner that we heard of was from Vox Machina. A certain beloved Goliath barbarian. At which point, we went into the library to try to dig up a little bit more about how it came into their possession. From Corvus's perspective, some not so playful banter between Argon and the what do they call them there? The Cobalt Reserve. Went through. Something must have got over Forgem and Corvus's head though. So later we decided to actually try to talk to Delilah herself to see if she could shed any light on the situation, and to no one's surprise, she wasn't offering very much. After that, we decided to eventually work our way back to Forgem's home, and through a few slips of the tongue, Mama Forgem found out about the less than auspicious start to our adventures together. And we all paid a small but hefty price.
So, after that, you all went to sleep. Then, morning rolls around, where you all have a nice conversation about what it is you're going to go do over the next, week or so. Try to prepare yourselves a bit better for what is going on. Jasper says that he will attempt this strange thing one of Fordrum's cousins recommended to him called meditation in order to talk to Delilah more easily. And I would like the four of you to roll me d20s. Let's find out who's going first.
Roll which do what?
D20s. High rolls. Looking for high. 12, 8, 1. God damn it, Sin. You're last. The person most prepared for this shit. It's alright. 17. Fordrum, you're first. So, you've just completed breakfast with everybody else, and you have a diamond to fix up. So, you're going to follow your cousin over to the shop. Now, your cousin does tell you that he has to, go into the mine shaft and supervise, since they are opening up a new branch and a new tunnel down there. He has to be present with that. So he'll leave you to your own devices within his shop to work on this.
Sure.
All right. So I would like you to roll a gem cutters utilizing dexterity.
Can I guidance myself?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'll cast. Well, I'm also gonna cast. Damn it! I always forget the name of the spell.
Enhance ability.
Enhance abilities. So I'll cast that on myself.
How many times are you going to cast that on yourself? Because this is going to be a very long process of multiple hours. At minimum, this is going to take you 1 day to complete, which would require 8 spell slots. 8-hour workday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How many do I have?
Oh.
Well, I only have 4, so I'll do it 4 of the times.
I'll give you a +2 benefit to your roll instead of advantage.
Oh, that's wrong, actually. Enhance ability is 2nd level, so I only have 3.
I'll still give you a +2. It's easy enough.
Okay.
Round up. Yeah.
So I'll do. Here it is with dexterity. We'll just see what we get.
Yep. And then add a +2.
There we go.
Natural
Can't
fucking 20.
do any better.
Nope.
Plus,
So 20.
guidance is what, a D4?
Yep. Let's see if you can break 30.
No.
Damn it. You didn't break 30. Come on, man. What are you doing?
29 if I get plus, well,
All right.
27, 89. Yeah, 29 was plus 2.
So, what is the current value of the gem again?
One moment. Party loot. It was 3,600 gold pieces.
3,600?
3,600, yeah.
Ba-ba. And it is a diamond, correct?
It is. It was diamond ore when we found it.
Okay. With your very precise aim and diligent work through the entirety of this day, you have successfully mined the ore into a perfect 4,000 GP value diamond. So technically, you worked 1 day to make 400 gold. Not bad.
Cool.
That is your first day completed. Next person is Corvus.
As far as just downtime, I didn't really have much prepared for the entire thing. So I was just, playing it just
Would you like
practicing, keeping on edge, training, all that.
Are you training anything in particular?
I'd like to continue, like making sure I'm good and sturdy, taking hits well, like I was back in the town before. The last
Yes,
place we had downtown.
that town before.
Yes.
All right, so there's 2 ways of doing this. 1, you could hire a personal trainer to beat the shit out of you and teach you how to toughen up. 2, you can keep doing fighting pits, because Uthadern absolutely has fighting pits.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm doing fighting pits.
All right, cool. So we're just going to knock out your entire week in fighting pits. Sound good?
Fair enough.
All right, now Uthadern doesn't have tiers of fighting pits. It just has the one static one. So, I need you to roll me an athletics and acrobatics, and then a constitution check. Then roll your hit die, and add that number to one of those 3.
I think you know which one that goes on to.
Which one?
No, I'm gonna add that into acrobatics.
Okay. That is 2 successes and 1 failure. So
Yeah.
after 1 week of participating in street fighting or in tavern brawling, you earned yourself 100 GP. So you're spoken for the week. Every night when you show back up at Fordram's family estate, you're going to be beating the shit, but hey, you got money in your pocket.
Yep.
All right, so you're done 1 whole week. Nice.
Cool.
Next up, Argan. Muted. You are
I
still
wanted to start copying spells into the grimoire and try and switch over to it as my spell book.
Okay. Do you have enough paper and ink to start doing that?
Well, I don't. Well, there's paper is in the grimoire itself, but I bought all the ink.
Okay, yeah. That's what I meant. If you have the valuable ink in order to do
Yeah,
this.
we bought all
Okay.
that 2 weeks ago.
All right. How much ink do you have?
I have 800 gold worth of ink.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did all that. Yeah. So you have 800 gold, which equates to 16 levels worth of spells, I believe. And it takes you 1 hour to transcribe one spell, correct?
Yes.
Or is that based off?
Well, the cost should be lower because these aren't transcribing new spells. These are copying. Like, there's a different rule for copying your spell book. The costs are halved, I think.
So,
Because otherwise,
casting
I'm
a spell
way
and
short.
spells, cast a spell, dunamancy spells, natural, it's transcribing spells, right?
It would be in the player's handbook under wizard.
All right,
It's in their spell book section. Let me see if I can find it.
Wizard is.
There's a subsection called your spell book. Replacing the book. 1 hour and 10 gold for each level of the spell instead of 2 hours and 50 gold.
Okay, so it is still 1 hour, so time-wise we're on the same boat. You have 800 gold, which is 80 levels worth of spells.
Yeah.
You can move over.
Yeah, which is actually a big chunk of them, so...
Yeah. Oh, I assume that would be damn near all of them.
Yeah, I think it pretty much is all of them. So...
But how many spells do you have?
I know 11 first level spells, 6 second level, and 4 each of third, fourth, and fifth.
All right, let me get a fucking calculator. You said
I
11?
have it all yeah.
Yeah, tell me that number then. That's why
710.
You have 710 levels worth of spells?
Yeah.
And that'll take you 79 hours.
Okay.
In one work week, you are only allowed to do, it's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So that's 40 hours, right?
Yes.
So you can transcribe 40 levels worth of spells within one work.
Okay.
So I'll leave that up to you to decide how you handle all of that. Sound
okay.
Good?
Yep.
Cool. And you are spoken for the entire week. Anybody tries interrupting you, leave. Unless it's like, hey, cast the spell real quick. That's the only thing you could do. It's
okay.
Yeah.
40 levels. I can figure that out.
Alrighty. Sin. Yours actually revolves around role playing.
Yep.
So Sin, you want to go assist.
Yeah, so basically the first thing I do when I wake up is I thank Wardrum's mother because that's the first water I've had since dying.
Yeah.
And I thank her for her hospitality and everything, and I ask her where I could find the former leader of the town estate.
She will inform you that his home is down in that same ring where all of the other politicians live inside of. He lives in the northernmost estate down there. You'll notice that it has armed guards out front.
Okay. I will eat my breakfast and then head that way.
All right. So, do. About an hour later, you finally arrive out front. The guards do stop you. Hey, what are you trying to do?
Hi there. I met the former. I don't know what y'all call him here.
Arbiter.
Arbiter. Last night, out drinking, and I heard his remarks, and I think I might have a means of helping him. If I could have an audience with him.
you want to have an audience.
Yes. I'm if that's possible.
Roll me persuasion. Roll me persuasion. There it goes. 24. You can find him at the Cricket tonight. He'll be drinking again. Then you can bring up the conversation to him. But we're not supposed to let people who we don't know in the estate. All right.
Well, I'm
And
here with.
he needs help, but
Yes.
he doesn't know he needs help, and he's not willingly taking it. So you need to find him at a tavern.
Okay. Could you possibly give him a message and tell him that an individual in the company of, I believe Fordham's last name is Brightblade? In the company of the Brightblade son. And I would love to be able to assist him in what he would like to get.
I cannot give him that message, as I just stated. He does not want to accept help. You're going to have to meet him at the tavern tonight and try to trick him into getting your help. He's not all there in the head.
So, okay.
He's telling you this guy cannot accept help because he doesn't think that he needs it. You need to trick him.
Well,
you're getting a lot of good information, but that's it.
Let me try something else. And I pull out my celestial contract. I'm an envoy of Celestia, and it's the church.
What church?
The celestial kind. You know, it houses many churches. It's basically y'all's god, my goddess, and a few others. I'm an envoy dispatched by the goddess Delilah, and I know he needs help, and if I can have an audience as an envoy with him, since he is the former arbiter, I would appreciate it.
I don't know what religion you come from or anything. I'm telling you, he will not accept help if you approach him like that. I've been this guy's god for over 45 years.
Okay.
You gotta get him drinking, you gotta get him talking, and then see what you can do. You seem like a nice guy. You can probably help him, but you're gonna have to do that tonight.
Okay.
All right?
Sorry,
I can't do more for you.
Where's the best place to get alcohol?
Crickets.
Cricket? Okay.
Yeah, that's where he'll be tonight. All right?
All right. I appreciate the help.
Yeah. Of course, man. Hey, get him out of the fucking house and doing something other than bitching. Great. Anyways, take care, sir.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I go find Fordrum because I wanted to give him my gym as well, because I know he's working with all the gyms and everything, and I need to ask him for a small loan.
Okay.
Because I am broke after that shopping spree that literally took all my starting gold.
Yeah. So it's easy enough to track down Fordrum. You go back to his mom. His mom tells you that he left with his cousin. You go over to the shop. You meet Marquise, who's the elven receptionist kind of guy, who points out that Fordrum's in the back room. Fordrum, while you are doing incredibly precise work,
Oh, I'd wait for him to finish.
That'll be tonight when you're supposed to be meeting up with
Oh.
what's-his-face.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's...
This is gonna take a while, lad. You should speak up while you got my attention.
Okay, I put the bloodstone on the table next to you, and I go, "Hey, how much does alcohol run in this town? Because I need to help somebody tonight. Even the guards tell me they need him to be helped."
Fordrum just giggles and takes a pouch from his hip, tosses it to you, and just goes, "Just give me whatever's left over when you're done."
Okay, appreciate it.
It has 100 gold in it. And you realize that's all the money he's carrying. So.
Yep.
That's 96 more than I had.
Hey, now hopefully you don't go through 100 gold worth of carousing in one night.
Yeah,
Though it's possible, I know.
it's possible.
Alrighty, so you
Especially
found
if you have
him.
a waitress named Anastasia.
Oh no. Do you think she's working tonight?
Not saying anything.
Roll me a percentile die. Let's find out if she's working tonight.
Who, me?
Yeah. You brought this curse out.
59.
59.
That's one of my better rolls.
Yeah, that's 10 shy of being good. Alright. So. Sinclair, you head on back out. You still have your gem, unless that was your trade.
No,
for the bag.
I gave Fordrum the gem because
All right.
he's going to be working with all the gems anyway, so I figured I'd give him the bloodstone.
So, Fordrum, you now have a 600 GP bloodstone.
Okay.
Yeah. It's already as well crafted as it could be. So.
Yep.
Alrighty. So, you wait until the evening rolls around, and you find yourself over towards the Rickety Cricket, is what they call it. A very bombastic bar that is quieter than many of the other taverns you have come across thus far. However, you do note that it's still louder than most other places you've ever been to. That's just Uthadern. Please remove 10 GP to get inside.
Jesus.
Okay,
Yup.
I'm at 94.
Hey, he's going to the upper classes place. That's he doesn't look like he belongs here. He has to pay a fine to see if he can. As you get in, you do have your coat checked in for you. No problem at all. They bring you inside where you see that there is a handful of different tables already spoken for by individuals. Looking around, you recognize a couple of them as people you've seen in and around town. None of Fordrum's family is in here either. And they're sitting in these large, very well-crafted chairs that, like, they all sink into and are wide enough that any dwarf could fit in. And there's a nice little fireplace, and roll me a perception check.
Something I'm actually good at.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take you very long to find the resigned Arbiter Batchwell Lighthand. He's over in the corner, drinking with what appears to be that same guard you saw this morning, who is nursing a small drink while the Arbiter is writing things on paper and seems to be very angrily going over some thought in his mind.
Okay, first things first, before I ever approach him, my armor and everything on me literally changes to look more formal.
All right. So you pick out a different gentle person's outfit and make yours look similar to theirs, taking on the style. And as you are approaching over there, one of the other guards that seems to be on work duty right now steps over to you, kind of like to block your path, and then the guard who you met this morning pulls at his side and then just gestures that you're allowed to walk over.
I nod. And
well, as you approach, the Arbiter is in mid-thought. Yep. And then if you see right here, we had 63 people out of town while the voting was happening, and none of them even got to get their vote into place. 63 of our citizens didn't get their vote in, and, that could sway it at least another % over in a direction, if anything would... Who the hell are you?
I am an envoy of Celestia, and I...
Fuck is a Celestia?
It's a big house that houses many churches. It's over in Marquette.
Marquette. You're a long way away from home.
Yes. And
well,
after hearing your tale last night, I thought it... Yeah, we met last night. Do you not remember me?
Who the fuck are you? I've never met you before in my life.
We talked for a good few minutes, and I told you I would talk to you again today.
You were the asshole last night.
No, I was with the asshole last night.
Oh. Wait, okay. So, out of character, I forget, were you the one who ran your mouth against him and Fordrum had to stop you, or was that somebody else?
No, Fordrum ran his mouth.
Yeah.
Fordrum ran his
kept
mouth,
saying,
it wasn't. Okay,
Tell him to shut up.
I thought it was Sinclair for a second. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's fine. I was about to say deception check, but yeah, that's fine.
No, I was with the asshole who also didn't vote.
Yeah. Ah, yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
What is it?
And
Bright Hammers. No, the Bright Blades.
Yeah, the Bright Blade son.
Yeah.
You know what? And I order a round of drinks for him.
They're gonna buy?
Yes, I'm gonna buy.
Make it a bottle.
Sure.
All right. The waitress walks over to you and goes, "Sir, seeing as we haven't had you here before, we do not have open tabs except for returning customers. That'll be 20 gold."
I pull out the 20 gold and put
Sorry, Forge.
2 gold. Yeah,
That's all right.
I also give her a 2 gold tip.
Thank you very much. Then he gestures over and goes, "Addy, you can join me in my lad. All right, sit down."
Yeah.
And the other guard nods his head at you. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, so I have a plan of attack. All right. With 63 people, that moves the vote, if we get all of them to be recounted and reballoted, into my favor by 1%, right? Considering all of them were out of town, I have a good rapport with them, many generations. That's 1% in my favor. And then with the recounting and, well, my estimate, that'll probably give me the other 20% I'm missing.
Could work.
Yeah.
It leaves a lot in the sway of who's currently in charge, which I can help in that regard.
Whoa. Lower your voice. Are you offering to kill Bronze?
No. God, no.
Oh, okay.
I work as an envoy for the church.
You keep
That's
saying the
hypocrisy.
church. There's a lot of churches.
Well, it's the church that houses all the churches.
Wait,
They're
That's-
literally a hub church for all the churches.
wait a second.
You know what Celestia is, right?
No, I've never heard that name before in my life.
Okay.
That's
let
not canon in this universe. Wait, so you're
Yeah.
from Vasselheim? I thought you said you're from Marquette.
I'm from Marquette, but Celestia is where all the gods reside. So when I say I work for the church, I work for a celestial entity that informs me of individuals like yourself who need assistance.
For that one, I need a
And-
deception check.
That's perfectly fine. I am good at
Yeah.
that one.
Is there a Spencer's church? No, there's actually Spencer's in town.
Now,
in
did we start with one when we started the campaign, or no, of inspiration?
No. You only get one for doing the recap or for
Okay.
being the guy who does the what do you call it? The write up each week.
No worries. And I'm gonna pull out the document that I have from her that's in Celestial script.
Oh,
See
let
if
me
that
look at his
also
character
helps my-
sheet, see if he speaks Celestial or not.
Yep. Because this might give me advantage on the deception.
If he can't read it. Oh no, that's the wrong character sheet. 1 second.
I have two big things of Celestial contracts. One's a book,
Um,
one's this document that she signed.
The Lighthammer family has strong associations with it. Allhammer. Yep, he speaks Celestial.
Okay.
So if you show that to him, yeah, you show it to him. All right. He can read that, and he's very confused because that has nothing to do with what he's doing.
No, this
gonna
is
s-
for another individual
Right?
that I was
Right.
sent to assist.
Forging
But-
a blade.
Yes.
Uh,
We're forging a celestial blade.
that's
I got
boring.
this
He
big
tosses it
giant-
back at you.
Yeah, I got this big giant celestial book to tell me how to do it too.
Yeah. Whatever. So I always thought Vasselheim was the hub of all No, Vasselheim is the hub of all religion. All of them are out there. Every major church, the oldest ones in all the land.
Maybe on the mainland. Marquette is all the way out in the ocean. So they've got
Maybe.
one there as well.
So what's fucking Vassal? Whatever. What? How can you help me?
I can provide you with boons that, if you want them, they can help you sway public opinion or even get you a better audience with the I don't know anything about the current arbiter, but with the current arbiter.
I still need that deception check from you.
Yeah, there you go.
Insight from him. Insight from his guard. All right, cool. What do you mean, boom? Like, if I donate to your church, you're gonna...
So basically, we would write out a contract in Celestial, and the contract would grant you the unique abilities to, possibly, let's see, be more persuasive, more intimidating, and in some individuals, because you might have to throw your weight around, show them that you are the leader they need. The weaker minds, persuasion would be the better option, of course, but the ones that are more strong-willed or hard-headed, you're gonna have to put some sway behind it. You're gonna have to get that gusto out.
Yeah.
And the third one I have protects you and your mind. It will provide you a means of nullifying certain arcane techniques that could be used to sway you through temptations.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll take all three. Keep in mind, you can only have one contract active at a time.
Yeah. So what we would need to do is we would need to figure out who you want to, talk to first. So if you want to
Bronze.
talk to the weaker ones, you're going to want the first contract.
No. I'm going right for bronze.
Oh, you're going right for bronze? Okay.
Yeah, we're going to talk this out. Hey, open office. It's our policy here. Any individual, any citizen can walk into the office anytime they would like.
Now, do you want to do this in more of an aggressive stance, or?
Fuck yeah! No, just give me
Okay.
all three. Give me all three.
Okay.
Yeah. You can only give him one.
I can fill out 3.
You can fill out 3, but you can only have 1 active at a time.
I understand that. On
Yeah.
a person at a time.
No, all at a time you can have 1 contract active.
Oh, is it at a time?
Yup. From your fiendish ascension ability.
Oh,
Yup.
okay. Yeah.
Yep.
Short
It's
rest.
1
okay.
active at a time.
Okay.
All right, the bottle is brought over to you. You see this incredibly nice canter brought over, made out of this beautiful crystal that has jewels all around it. And there's no label on it of what the alcohol is. It looks like it is really nice whiskey, but there is a date on it.
Okay.
And you don't know what the modern date is, do you?
No, I've been in hell for a while,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
but I may
Um,
be buying 2 more of these before the night's over.
All right, so that'll be 1350 is the date. 1350.
1315. Okay.
Yep.
Make a note of that.
So he is believing that your fiendish contracts are actually celestial contracts. And how much are you going to attempt to gouge him? What are you charging?
I'd probably look at the ballpark of doing either probably double the cost of each one. But since only one's active, then I get the net profit of 2 being at full price.
Okay. Now keep him. Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. So what are the prices of them again?
25, 50, and 100. So it'd be
50,
350.
100. Wait.
350 total.
Yeah. So
But granted, I only lose however much gold for the contract I'm actually applying.
Oh, yeah. No. For that, I'll need another deception check for him. You have to make him believe that he is gaining all 3 of these benefits, with him only gaining 1. And which one are you giving him?
He said he wanted the intimidation one more so.
Mm-hmm.
And since I'm more perceptive of magical effects going on, I'm going to keep an eye out for the other issues.
All right. So you're also writing in there that you'll be associating with him during this. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll your second deception check for this. 18. All right. We roll insight again. At this point, he has disadvantage because he's already been drinking for an hour. Okay. And then his guard, who is very much sober, rolls a 7. Okay. All right.
And
He
so basically, I'm losing the 50 gold, so I get 300 profit.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and that'll be for 1 work week of being with him. Though, if I remember correctly, your ability only lasts for a day, or does it last a week? I know I wrote down
24
how long it
hours.
lasts. Ooh.
So. Ooh,
Yeah, he's going to
hang
need a
on,
lot more of these. Yeah.
Yeah. So give me a second.
You know what? Let's try it for 1 day. And
Okay.
if it works, we'll keep trying. All right?
All right.
I mean, if push comes to shove, I'm just going to hire you to be my full-time guy, you know?
Yeah.
All right,
As long as
perfect.
I'm here in town, I don't mind assisting you.
Perfect.
We're gonna
Then
be
assist
in
me
this
with
area
getting
for a
another
while.
bottle. He smiles at you.
What was that?
Assist him with getting another bottle. He already killed off the one.
Yeah.
All right.
And then I tell the waitress to bring me one so I can pack it for later.
So that'll be 40 more gold for you, sir.
Yep. I'm down to 60 in the, or 40 in the bag that Fortune
Yeah.
gave me.
Yep. Oof. Yep, that's drinking with a noble. Alrighty, so you drink chug-a-lug-lug-lug-lug-lug-lug-lug throughout the night, and morning rolls around. I'm sorry to do this, guys, but I have to AFK for just a minute. I'm not going to close off the stream or even go on break or anything because it's literally going to be 1 minute. I'll be right back.
I'm bringing Fortune a bottle of whiskey.
Gonna repay him for giving you that starter cash?
Yep. Well, the nice thing is I did make 300 profit for the first day.
Yes.
And if it works well enough, then he will pay me more for the rest of the week.
I like the fact that he thought the recount would get him the other 20%.
I like the fact that he's going away from that and actually going and talking to the actual individual where I have more ability to help him because I'm more deceptive, more intimidating on my own. Actually,
I'm back.
Because I'm trained in intimidation, would I be able to assist him or no? Normally.
You're not allowed to talk in this.
Oh, okay.
You're not a citizen. You don't have any right to talk.
Okay.
Yeah, not in their official affairs.
Okay.
Yeah. Alrighty, so the evening goes by without a hitch. Everybody meets up at night. To everybody's surprise, Sinclair is mildly tipsy, not shit-faced.
Oh, that's the surprise. I was gonna say, what's surprising about him having been drinking? It's the
I was
light
completely
volume
smashed
of it.
yesterday.
Okay. Yeah. Right now,
I didn't have to
just,
do much thinking.
He's a little tipsy. Yeah, this was a manipulation.
Hey, Fortune, I have something for you. And I hand him back 100 gold and a bottle of whiskey.
Hey, thank you.
So I'm at 242 on my current money because I've already been paid for what I'm doing tomorrow. And it's so from what
50.
I was.
Keep in mind, minus 50.
Yeah, I already did the minus.
Okay, cool.
So they told me that this jeweled bottle of whiskey is aged 1350. What year is it right now?
1434.
Yeah, 1430.
Oh.
By the way, what do you want me to do with this bloodstone?
You said you can do things like what I have in my blade, and I didn't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you can tomorrow. Well, you can plant it in a socket if you need.
I don't know much about how these things work, so maybe when I'm done at the estate that I'm going to tomorrow, we can discuss it.
Sure. That'll be fine.
I've got a big business meeting tomorrow, and it might possibly net us some more funds for the road.
All right. Well, good luck.
I hope I don't get someone killed.
Oh, it's always a possibility. Anywho, next day, boop boop. 2 of you already spoken for, doing all of your jazz. Fortune, what are you doing on your second day?
What am I doing on my second day?
Yeah, you have another 6 days.
Well, I need to study this book. Did he take it with him? On that day, I'm going to be like, I'm going to need that book.
Yeah, if you want to read it, sure. You're just going to need to cast the magic in order to read it.
Right. So the question is, Joey, does tongues allow me to read or just speak?
I'm fairly certain tongues is just speak. But let me look.
Comprehend languages is level 1, Fortune. You should be able to prepare that in the morning.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh, you don't switch your spells daily?
No,
yeah, I do,
does.
but I don't have that available in my
Yeah, he's a
Herbie.
cleric.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
cleric list. I guess
No,
I'm
no,
wrong.
no.
Now, if you have it, Argon, you could cast it on him, and then while you scribe, you could.
I'm pretty sure that spell is self. I mean, I'm
Comprehend
happy
languages?
Yeah. I mean,
It's
don't
self.
worry. I'm
It is
happy
self.
to
Yeah,
spend.
yeah.
I'm happy to spend the first level spell slots on him, but
All right, so Fordrum, luckily you just got paid. There are scribes in the city, ones in
Sure.
particular from, what do you call it? The Cobalt Reserve.
Yep.
That you could pay to go over this with you.
Sure. What do they cost?
If you rent them for a week, that is 10 GP a day. So that'd be 50 GP.
Well, if I need a week, then that's what I'm going to do. It'll be 4 days, right? Because we already spent a day doing the stone.
Right. But we just round up to assume it's going to be a solid week of work. Because technically, you're only supposed to gain this benefit for doing a full week. I'm giving it to you for 4 weeks, but you still have to pay for that extra day.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Then 50 it is.
Okay, I need you to roll me an investigation check.
Swell.
Yep,
Here
yep.
goes. Oops, sorry. It's not. It's the 2. It's not the 15.
All right, 2. Okay.
I keep falling asleep during this effing book.
It's so boring.
I know, and it's
you
half
don't
of it's
walk
a bunch
away.
of stuff I know.
You don't walk away with any more useful information that you already had after a week of learning. It's just like being back in school. Alrighty. Last person to resolve. Sinclair, you're woken up, or you're already awake, before the resigned arbiter, Batchwell. He just goes by Batchwell right now. That is his first name. Where the two of you walk over to this very large, beautiful, U-shaped building. And as you step inside, you see all of these magnificent dwarves, elves, and other sculptures of the previous arbiters of Uthodurn throughout history. As you walk in there, the guard over by, or not the guard, the receptionist, eyes go wide. Batchwell, you were told you're not allowed back on the premises unless you are sober. And get your panties out of a twist, all right? Sir, are you sober? Come on, wasn't I a good boss to you? No! You are a terrible boss. I quit 4 times.
Excuse me.
I thought those were just vacations. Let me smell your breath. And he comes over and, like, sniffs the arbiter's breath. I smell whiskey. Oh, yeah, I brushed my teeth. Yes. Good, person?
I'm an envoy.
Of course you are. What can I help you with?
We're here to see the arbiter.
Oh, well, he's currently, in a meeting, but he should be available, within a few hours. And fuck that open door policy, remember? Excuse me, sir, you're not supposed to... And he just, like, marches right down the hallway. Listen, how many times was I interrupted by your assholes always letting people in? It's only fair that it happens as well. He's just ignoring the policy. You gave him the asshole perk.
Yeah, I did.
So are you following him, or?
Yes.
Okay. He gets over to a double set of doors that are kind of like offshoot to the side of the wall, halfway through the hallway itself. It seems to be like an add-on office of sorts. And as he gets over there, with your passive, Sinclair, you smell something very earthy from underneath the door. Now, Batchwell goes over, throws the doors open, and you see there is a plume of smoke rolling out of here as the current Arbiter Bronze is sitting across from... Well, Cade, why don't you describe yourself?
Yes. For those who don't know, Cade is kind of a half-halfling, half-furbolg. He's got about the size of a halfling, but it's got a lot of furball features. It's got very long, droopy ears that kind of point out.
Like a three-quarters length.
Yeah. He's kind of covered in hair all over his arms and has got really sharp nails. But he's primarily halfling. His great grandparents were furbolgs, but the genes have kind of just spliced in.
And the two of them are sitting across from one another on separate couches as Bronze is laughing hysterically, and like it's just such a Batchwell, welcome. Cade, this is the previous Arbiter Batchwell, and Ghostface.
I'm an envoy.
He's envoy.
I'm a envoy from Celestia.
He's Celestia. All right. Come on in, guys. Sit down. We're having a... why did we never legalize this before? Huh?
I don't know. I've been sending letters up to you guys, and no response back. And you're the first one to ever...
Wait, you're Cade Trill?
Yes.
Arbiter, you're going to ruin your opportunity of making a real... I don't care. Hey. Relax, man. It's all good. Here, do you want one? I'm sorry, do you have more samples?
Oh, yeah. And he kind of pulls out like a hide bag that has just rolled papers inside of it.
Yep. Now, Sinclair, as you are from Marquette, this was always and always will be 100% legal and recreational.
Yeah.
Nothing strange about it.
Where I come from, drinking and smoking are both legal.
Yeah.
They're both pastimes and great for diplomatic meetings.
That's what I always said.
Great for, you know what? We have to test this. Batchwell, come here. And like he throws his arm over the side of the couch as Batchwell like sits beside him, and he just like kind of like pulls him closer. He goes, Batchwell, I feel like we didn't get off on a right foot, Probably the left foot. But I think we can work together and make Uthadurn the greatest city in all of... Holy shit, this stuff really hits you.
The best of the plum fields, all the way down on the Menagerie Coast.
Plum fields. Sir, I would like to talk to you about the recounts. What about them? I did not have a proper representation for the recounts, and... Can you get that out of my face? Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And I would like to conduct the recounts myself. Sure. And you're not going... Wait a second, what?
See,
Sure,
I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And I go over to Trill, was it?
Cade. Just call me Cade.
Cade. May I have one for Baxwell here?
Oh, of course. It is still temporary stock until we set up trade negotiations with Uthadurn, but of course.
Well, I'm pretty sure with the former and the current arbiter, I'm pretty sure we can get all the trade routes and profits coming into town, and both of you can, be held in such high regard by your kinsmen.
You know what? That's
and I hand him the blunt
idea. And Bashwell is just glaring at you. No, thank you. And he puts it down on the table. It weakens your mind over time. It's not good for you.
Hey man. Hey. It doesn't weaken, man. It expands it.
My mind does not need to leave my head. Thank you. Come on, Batchwell. This is why you didn't get reelected. He takes another hit.
No, the reason why he didn't get elected was because, what was it, 60 some odd people didn't get a voice?
63 people did not get a voice. Oh yeah, we put out a we sent a letter out to all of them asking if they wanted to give in their voices as well. Most of them reported that they were, didn't think that a voice would make a difference. But I mean, if you would like a recount, we
And
can do a
see,
recount,
that's the
no
thing
problem.
is if your citizens don't think they have a voice, like that their voice doesn't matter, what does that say about all of this? Like, you should be making sure that your people feel like, regardless of how many there are, that even the individual person in your city has a means of telling you, hey, this is what I am having to deal with. And, they probably enjoy some of the policies that Maxwell here had going for him. And if, those policies could be brought over into the new regime, regardless of the recount, at least then those people would have a vote.
We want the recount.
Yes, I'm all for the recount.
Yeah, we want that. Okay.
But I'm saying, regardless of the results of the recount, I can see merit in, old policies and new policies merging together to better your society.
I need you to roll me an intimidation check, even if you're not trying to do that. He's high.
Yep.
Whoa, dude, you're like intense.
Yes, I am.
No.
I'm getting my point across.
Wait, am I doing a bad job?
Yes.
No,
What?
no. Hey, you're doing a
Yes,
great
you
job.
are.
Hey,
If
listen
your
to me.
individual citizens feel like
Hey.
they don't have a voice,
Oh no. I'll be back. And he takes off running down the hallway.
This is
Back-
why
I
we
look
need
over
to
at-
see.
I look
This is
over
why
at
we need a safety
Maxwell and I
team.
go, and I say, see, when he's stoned off his ass and you get in his face, you can move mountains. We've already got you your revote.
Yeah.
We're already getting him off his ass and doing his job.
Fucking you're right. Yeah.
And you're messing up my business opportunity.
You can still do your business.
Well, your guy here doesn't seem like he likes my business.
Maybe not in this setting. Maybe if it's recreational and they can
No.
do it.
It does not belong in Uthadern. It'll make everybody lazy.
I blow up smoke cloud in his face.
You ignorant little pest. A moment later, Arbiter Bronze runs back in with a large stack of papers and hands a portion of the stack to each of the four of you and hands you small ink wells as well. All right, we need to immediately get everybody to tell me if they're happy or not with my leadership, okay? So just right.
Hey, listen, I want you to just sit on the couch and just calm down.
Need you to roll
Don't
me a
let-
persuasion.
Which is, do I have a chance to cast enhance ability on myself? I figure that he would do
if
this
you would
going
like
into
to,
the meeting. Going into the meeting, he'd probably boost his charisma up.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you're still at whisper roll. But 17. Hey, that was a
17.
dirty one on the first one. 17.
Oh, can I re-roll that real quick just to see if I get a
It's
natural?
dirty, not natural. It's dirty.
Oh, is it dirty? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it's
you have a
two.
minus
Never
one
mind.
to your charisma. So, yeah.
Life of a dump stat.
He goes, I'll lay down for a minute, but we need to, we'll go out tonight to all of the taverns and ask everybody, okay? And then tomorrow morning we'll do door to doors. Yeah, make sure everybody's happy. I mean, I thought I was doing good. You immediately removed my tax that we were going to implement over on the goddamn orphanage. Do you know how much money we would have brought in off of those adventurers? Well, yeah, but I thought it was wrong that you were going to tax kids without families. Well, are they profiting? No. Are you sure? I mean, I handled all the paperwork myself, but yeah. Well, regardless, they're in our town doing that. We could at least tax them for it.
They get free room and board, correct?
Right? Yeah, but the
They're
room and
getting a
board was paid
salary.
for by a different person.
Yeah, they're getting
And-
a salary.
And the salary was paid for by a different person.
No. They're making money doing whatever jobs they do, right?
What, you're talking
If
about
they're
the
earning,
orphans
if
themselves?
they're earning, if they're earning an income, that income should still be taxed.
Oh yeah,
normally,
yeah. No. That is happening. But the paperwork here, and he goes over to a cabinet and brings over a few pieces of parchment and hands it to you, Sinclair. Sinclair, investigation.
Oh god, dang it.
Yep.
Oh, what does read all writings help at all?
It's written in common. It's fine.
Okay.
You're fine. 6. The only thing about this proposed law that Arbiter Batchwell suggested was that the people setting up the orphanage, the employees at the orphanage, should all be subjected to be paying taxes, and the taxpayers should not give any money over towards them, and the only thing they bring in should be donations from other individuals, and their tax bracket should be maxed out. Meaning, you're literally going to tax an orphanage that's just making sure kids have homes. And you see down there, we would have been bringing in 120 gold a month to Uthodurn. Right?
Here's a question, Baxwell.
Yeah.
And I can see a way for this to work. Right now, what do the orphans do right now? I believe
learn.
The Bright Blade fella I'm working with said they were to collect the mugs and things like that.
No. Those are the ones that are getting old enough that they're going to be leaving on their own. So we made sure that they could save up enough money so that when they're no longer able to stay at the orphanage, they could afford their own place to stay and start up.
Well,
all of the younger ones are being educated right now. We're teaching
okay.
them trades, communication.
Oh, so you are teaching them how to work metal and leathers and things like that.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
We're giving them the same public education that we offer to all Uthodurnians, you know? The kids have a hard enough time, right? They don't have parents. So, we're just trying to make sure they got something going on for them and to make sure they don't go hungry, you know?
Yeah, I get that. And you're wanting to tax the older ones or the young ones that aren't making any money?
No, I want to tax the actual orphanage. The entire system.
Wow, what a great guy you're working for here. It's hard to believe why he lost his election.
He's actually better than my last employer.
That's not saying much.
My last
that's
employer
one of the voices in your head says that.
Has a place dedicated to him in hell when he, ends up.
Yeah. But you see how much money we'd be bringing in with that. Oh,
okay.
And you're leaving it on the door. Not to mention, you're getting our hard-earned taxes and giving it to the orphanage. Those fucking kids don't deserve all that. Oh, and then he
what if
covers
we
his
were
mouth.
to, if the employees are making money from the donations, that should still be taxed. And whoever wanted to start up the orphanage, they would have to pay property tax.
No. He paid for the property straight up.
Wait.
Still, you don't charge people after the fact for property tax each year?
Most people, sure.
I got an idea. Guys, just came to me. I got an idea.
Yeah?
Listen, Arbiter.
Yeah.
You see how good this stuff is. How enlightened we become. Listen, this just came to me.
You know what?
Instead
You're
of
right,
taxing
because
the-
if we had this conversation without this, I think I would have beaten his ass already.
Right. But I got a solution to this. It's what we're doing in Port Denali with this. You tax the weed, and you give it to the state.
The state could distribute it and make money twice.
No. We leave the orphans out of this.
No. I agree with that.
Okay.
I'm
I would hope
saying
so. I would hope so,
the
Mr.
state wouldn't
Skullfella.
charge the people a tax to be able to consume it,
Right.
and they'd be the ones selling it at a higher price than the wholesale price that they're getting it at.
I feel like that's deceptive. Wouldn't we just tax them for the sale of
No.
it and then?
No, because here's the thing. Anyone knows that when you do business, the cost of the goods versus the cost of the final product is never equal. You have to make something or else you're taking a negative.
Right. But that's why I'm saying, like,
You get the herb from your distributor,
Me.
who is through a trade, and you charge a bit more, not necessarily a whole lot more, but a premium, and then you tax the public who wish to indulge in it, and if they indulge in it too
Right, but
much,
wait,
Maxwell, you'll like this. If they get too stoned out their ass, you can charge them a fine for smoking too much hashish.
Thank you, Max Fish. I mean, I'm okay with the fine aspect. Yeah, I like that one a lot. It's good on you. And you think we could also tax them to have specific areas it's allowed in? Wait, whoa, slow down. Why do we need to tax them all that much? Well, because we're in the fucking negative. No, we're not.
Can I
What are
see
you
your
talking about?
books?
Oh yeah, sure. Over here on the side. He.
I'm curious. How are you in the negative as a
we lost
township
a
or
as a state.
state?
Fordrum and
it's so hard
Argan,
when
both
you-
of you get an inspiration from Max Fish, and he said, "Tax them orphans." Satirically. So the two of you get an inspiration. Thanks, Max.
Okay, so
Oh.
where's the negative coming in?
So,
I'm not familiar with y'all's policies and laws, so I
So,
do need you to explain.
he'll open up the books and begin explaining it to you. So up until Arbiter Bronze took over, which was literally 5 months ago, Uthadern was on track for barely breaking even with their amount of output from what they gain from everything and the amount that they actually get to put into their treasury.
Okay.
The treasury then went into negative because there was a huge Yeti issue that blocked off trade outside of Uthadern to any other location. Until that got resolved, it put them in the negative by almost 10,000 gold. Whereas before, their treasury was a little on the light side, but they were breaking even each month. He shows you the books, and in just 6 months of working here, the treasury is now worth 280,000 gold.
Out of the negative.
Out of the negative, yeah.
Okay.
So he went from a very big negative up to a incredibly large positive
Okay, so I can see
within
an issue.
his 6 months of him being here.
Yeah, I can see an issue here. And the
What?
issue here is when your trade routes get disturbed, you're going to plummet into the negative.
Oh, that's why
Now,
we
if
set up
you-
all of our bases along the route as well. Here, and he pulls out a large map and unravels it for you. So I was the
I'm
general.
going to do, I'm going to basically make a copy, ask for a copy of this as well.
Yeah, no problem. We have it in the books. Please
Okay,
let Fortune come visit the bar. Sorry, this isn't a bar. This is just his room. I mean, unless you had a reason to visit the Arbiter today.
So here's a question.
Let me finish what
in
I was
lo-
talking about. 1 second.
Okay.
So on the route from Uthadern down to the Savalier Woods, which is the only society on this side of the area, there are 12 outposts now that are regularly monitored by different groups of guards and soldiers to ensure it stays clear and clean. They also just set up, in this range right here, an archdruid who is going to be living there, protecting the mountain and creating their own system. That's the same archdruid, he tells you, that created the orphanage in Uthadern and paid for it all out of pocket just to help them. So
he
and
got
I said
taxed
archdruid.
twice.
No,
Okay.
because he is also the people. He is among the group of individuals responsible for handling the Yeti issue as well.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So Bronze is really like, he was relaxed about most things you were talking about, but when you say anything about taxing Silrin, his answer is hard no. Like, that guy is a hero to Uthaderd right now. You are not going to do
So
that
you're
thing.
saying that this individual who created the orphanage is the reason why the Yeti problem is no longer a problem, and is making sure that it will never become a problem again, and if it does, it's on him to resolve.
Not just. Our guards are also patrolling the area.
Yes.
But we can call upon him if we need any assistance with anything happening in this region.
I look at Maxwell and I go, well, then he's already being taxed, just in a different form of currency.
Well, that doesn't
being-
mean we don't... Holy shit, how much money is in our accounts now? What the fuck?
Yeah, when trade resumes, your negative goes away. It just takes time. Even when one of our sailing ships from our keep get sunk, we have either insurance on that trade route, or we send out another one. You know, if the product doesn't get to where it needs to go, that's bad for business. And if this guy is literally making sure that that big problem that net you that big massive loss never happens again, he's technically being taxed, just not in gold, but in services rendered.
But we could also get gold out of it.
We
No!
don't need to tax the children.
Here's the thing. You're making money off of him already, though. You're making money because he's making sure the trade keeps going, meaning the money keeps flowing into y'all's bank pocket.
I have a question. Bronze, Arbiter Bronze. Yeah. And he's still, like, lying on the couch, like, rubbing his temples, like, oh no, I hope people don't, like, dislike me. Because that's what you did. You made him think that the entire Uthadern disliked him. With that intimidation. It's not your fault. He's high. And he goes, Bronze, Uthadern hasn't had that much in their accounts in almost 2.5 generations. How did you do that so quickly? What? Oh, I listened to the tradesfolk. And I take their suggestions seriously.
I look at Baxwell and I go, hey, Baxwell.
Yeah?
Do you think it's possible that if you and the current arbiter sit down when he's not stone off his gourd and have a open, honest discussion, and he explains to you everything that's transpired since he's taken over, how he got this money to come in, do you think y'all could find a middle ground?
At this point, Batchwell will just stand up and walk out of the office.
See you later.
I'll follow
Yeah,
him.
come back whenever you can. Oh, okay. Wait. Oh. So about those
Baxwell.
letters we're going to have to write. And the door closes behind you. Batchwell just keeps, like, marching out the door.
Maxwell.
Leave me alone.
No, we need to talk.
What the fuck is there to talk about? He's doing a better job than I ever could.
He could do even more if you help him.
How? I was in charge of this place for 45 years, and I
You
never
had a
got
natural disaster. You had a natural disaster that put you in the black or
That
the red.
was last year. Previous to
Yes.
that, we were always barely above the bar.
Yeah, but there are things that you did to keep the city afloat that could help him in his negotiations. You're not useless. You have a voice. Listen, man, you've ran this city, and even though that Bright Blade talked so much smack about you last night, he was quick to defend you when someone else said anything about your former work. Like, because he respects you enough to make sure that anyone who's not from Uthadern knows that you did a good job with what you had. You are important to this town. You are up there, and I point right at the portrait that has him on it. You are right there. You are an arbiter. Even if you're not an arbiter now, you were a leading part of this civilization. You mean something to these people. Yeah, not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone's going to be happy. But you did the best with the circumstances that you were presented with, your understanding of how things went and worked. And if you two can put your differences aside and pull from your collective understanding of how to be an arbiter, you can make Uthadern literally a mecca of profit. And that get more people traveling here to see your craftsmanship, to order your craftsmanship. That's how you get tourism. That's how you get trade. That's how you get business deals. You can help him. Even with everything that bad that happened in the past, you found a solution that kept the city afloat. Trust me, when I say your voice matters more so because you are a former arbiter. You have the experience and the wisdom to know what can and can't be. And you're going to be the only one, not high as a kite doing the job. So if you two can work together, you can keep him in line while he's doing his job, and the town will prosper. Trust me, man.
Boardroom. You walk up.
Atwell, is that you? You're awful close to the Arbiter's place. Get your ass back in the bar, you loser.
I cast Ray of Sickness on Fordrum.
Hey, no PvP is allowed unless you go from it beforehand. Yeah, fuck you, Bright Blade.
I know. Here, and I'll throw him a coin. First drink's on me.
Hey, Fordrum.
Yeah. Hey, Sinclair? I didn't see you there behind his big head.
Maxwell was the one that showed me where to get that nice alcohol I brought you the other night.
Huh.
And I think we might have found a solution to everything.
What? To what things?
Well, I believe that if he works alongside of the current arbiter.
Who? Batch?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yes.
No, he's drunk.
No, he's not. He's freaking. The current arbiter's high as a kite.
What? Our city is doing quite well.
Yes. Because of trade agreements that have gone through since then.
Yeah. Well, and got cleared and all these things.
Yes, and the Yeti problem has been solved. Yes. And I think we found a solution to the issues that Baxwell had with the current regime, and is going to offer his...
Lad, this is like a kingship. We've changed kings. He doesn't get to be king anymore.
No, but he can be an
advisor.
advisor.
Go drink.
He can be an advisor, can he not?
No, because during the time that he was here, this town barely made it.
But you didn't break. it's because of him that
No,
your
no.
town didn't break.
It's because of the hard work of those citizens that live here. It's not because of him. Sometimes the hymns get worked around. Right, Batwell? And I just stare at him like...
He's hanging his head very low at this point.
Yeah. There's
got to be some good that Maxwell did when he was in office.
Forger, roll me a history check. Let's see if you remember anything.
Oh, it doesn't matter because I'm going to answer it the same way no matter what. I'm going to be like, no, lad, I don't think I remember. And I remember the arbiter before him and before him because I was a kid for 2 back. And I remember all of the years, barring the last one of Batchwell. So this is a very successful, hardworking city. And until his time, it didn't work out.
But you also had that big Yeti problem that caused issues with trade.
That was only last year. I was in charge for 40 of them.
Yeah, the other 44 years before last year wasn't really an excuse. And really...
We had nothing wrong going on.
And there wasn't much going on wrong. And truly, a Yeti problem isn't really a problem. I mean, there's a number of us who would have, at the request of the Arbiter, gone and dealt with the Yeti problem.
Well, a lot of them I did put in requests, but a lot of them died. I put 100 gold bounty on them, and we lost, I think it was 46.
Yeah, you pulled from the bottom of the barrel.
Well, 100 gold wasn't really worth what those of us who were creating things and making more than such daily. But again, the city didn't have much to draw from, so I understand why he would only offer 100 gold. Have you seen maybe his house? Because he has that fantastic building that has been built in the years he has been here.
It is one of 4 mansions in all of Uthodurn, 3 of which are ancient. His was built within the last 30 years.
Right. All the rest have been here from before, and
what did
basically, lad, you're back in the horse that was broke to begin with.
What did Maxwell do before he became Arbiter?
Well, I was a noble.
Nothing.
I went to law school.
I just smile at Sinclair at this point, and I go, I'll buy you a drink if you want to come with me.
I look at Maxwell and I go, huh.
I put my arm out towards Sinclair like, come on, little man, let's go. Even though I don't know why I said little man.
My head, because I'm actually small.
Compared
to who?
My head hurts now. I need drinking.
Let's go. And as I put my arm around you, I just go, he's been a loser for years.
I think I did good, though.
Well, that's nice. Let's go drink and we'll discuss what's good, bad, indifferent.
Okay. As soon as we're out of earshot, I just tell Fordham, I think because the guards told me he needed a awakening, like a shock to the system to get to know how bad he was. I think that worked.
Good.
I didn't know how bad it was until I saw the books, and I saw how bad it was.
Yeah.
And God, was those books bad.
Wasn't there something about the guy and some, I don't know the story, but like there was something with orphans that he wanted to...
He wanted to tax the guy who's keeping the Yetis at bay.
Oh, that's different. That's not... Wait.
Who also
And then on
an
top,
orphanage.
yeah, he wants to tax the guy, the archdruid that's protecting the trade route, protecting the mountainside from Yetis, who killed the Yetis, or disrupted the Yetis, or whatever it was that he did, and is keeping them at bay so
And
that
paid for the entire
profit and
orphanage by
trade
himself.
could come through.
I think you're
Yeah.
missing the biggest thing that he did, which was make the fucking orphanage for all the orphaned kids.
Yeah.
And paid for it all out of pocket to a city that's not his.
I died during the war. I didn't have to deal with war orphans.
Yeah.
Well,
But yeah.
anyway, so until he mentions the orphans, I won't bring it up again, but I'll just say, well, I don't know anything about the Yetis, but that seems wrong. He shouldn't have messed with the guy who's protecting the city and letting the...
Yeah. I think the shell shock bomb that he just got to his face from the current arbiter, while the arbiter was stone off his gourd and seeing the books and the bank in profit, might have done a lot of good. And maybe he'll sober up and actually get a fucking job.
He's just lucky he's not dead.
Yeah.
What are you drinking? And I don't go anywhere near the bar that he went to, by the way. I go to a bar that like people go
Good
to.
one.
Yeah, I want to go somewhere that's not going to charge me a service charge, and
So
I immediately drop the glamour effect on
Yep.
my
Yeah,
gear.
you're gonna go where I lead you to, and it's like
Yep.
filled with people.
I need
Sinclair,
drinking.
Sinclair and Forgem walk into the Moose's Horn, as it is referred to, where you see there is a very energetic fight happening in the fighting pit, where Corvus currently is.
I just hold up a 2 at the bartender and wave it until he looks, and when he looks, I make it a 4, and I lead us straight towards the front row of the fight pit.
All right, so as you get over to the front row, you watch as this very wide dwarven man lands a Superman kick into Corvus's chest, pushing him back right to where the two of you are waiting.
Do we catch Corvus? That would be
Oh
amazing.
yeah. He hits against the bar, like right next, not the bars. He hits against the wooden banister right next to you two.
It looks like
I
you're getting your
cheat.
ass kicked.
I
You
cast bless on Corvus as soon as I grab him around I catch him, and I'm like, may the Allfathers guide you and bless you. Go, guy, go!
Corvus, oh hey, they're here.
I grab an empty wine bottle and go right back into it.
All right, smashing the bottle over the dwarf's head and kicking his ass over and over. I mean, you guys never seen Corvus like without his armor and without his noble attire. Dude's fucking ripped. Like,
Yeah,
he's
it's-
not like I work out ripped. He is I will kick your ass and throw a tree ripped.
just for clarity, is he swinging the bottle or is he drinking the bottle?
Breaking it over some dude's head.
Oh shit! Well, I go, no bottle. That's a weapon.
The other dwarf picks up a different bottle and smashes it over his head.
Okay.
Yeah, they've been doing this all day. At this point, Argon, you're walking in with your head a little quaky, just looking for something to alleviate the tension. And oh yeah, you heard Corvus would be fighting here, but hey, Forgem and Sinclair are here as well.
Hey, Argon.
How's Corvus doing in his fight?
Well, it's kind of 50-50 right now. You look like shit, though. You okay?
I'm fine. It's just
Here,
a
you
lot of
want one of
runes
these?
going through the head. Oh no,
I-
no. That's
I hand him
gonna-
the joint.
Oh God, I definitely don't want whatever that is.
I mean, you've been to college, you know what it is.
Yeah.
When our 4 drinks show up, I now know why I switched and hand one back.
Yep.
Not
Corvus,
during
you
finals week.
Corvus, you end up slamming the guy right in his knee, dropping him downwards before jumping up and Superman punching him in the face and winning the fight, coming back over to your ally.
Yeah.
Hey, Corvus. Here,
Yeah.
victories. I hand him the smoke.
Corvus, you recognize that smell.
Hold on. I know that smell anywhere. And I look for Cade.
At this point, Cade, the party wagon, rolls up out front of this tavern after coming to a very good agreement with Arbiter Bronze that may or may not turn, well, very profitable for you. You walk inside where you are given a temporary visa to sell, and you immediately recognize the guy who was helping the asshole, and then Corvus.
So as I push open the door, I will cast Fog Cloud. Just as I blow smoke from my mouth into the bar.
You can play at that game.
Upon seeing Corvus, he's like, Fishman!
Little guy!
Yeah, Cade will run up to him. Seeing the company that he keeps, he would kind of glare at Sinclair. Do you know this guy almost ruined my deal?
Yeah, that
mine.
tracks.
I was making 300 gold a day.
The barkeep comes over to you, Cade. That shit ain't legal around here, and you do have your visa.
Yes, I will show him the visa. Yes, my name is Cade Trill with Sky High Medications. This is my legal tender. I am here to distribute to the masses a new recreational substance that will enlighten you, calm you after a long day of work. And I was hoping that you would be the first bar that would allow me to solicit this.
50-50 profit split.
60
for
40.
the trial. Oh, I'll take 60. Smirks at you.
No.
Hey, you're the one trialing, buddy.
All right, 50-50, fine.
Yeah, and then he ends up taking your notice, posting it over the bar, and stands up on the counter. All right, all of you fuckers, if you're looking to get sky-high quality medications for you to help with your back pains, tonight only it's legal, as Arbiter Bronze has declared, and the entire place erupts with gleeful shouts of yay.
I remember when they made this legal in Marquette.
Ooh, buddy, don't fail me like failed and failed me.
And I look at it's Cade, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm bad with names. Nothing against your business. It was my business to help the man get over his insecurities, and by giving them that shell shock that he needed. His guards asked me to do it.
Fordham jumps up on the table and says, "Buy pipes at the Bright Blade Fabulous Wares."
Whoa,
hell yeah.
Well, I know what Fordham's doing for the rest of the week.
Yeah. And Fordham's sort of like,
Yeah, you have a glass blower in the family.
I wasn't going to go that. We can do that, sure.
Yeah, you totally do. You want to
If they're under 100 gold, I can just friggin'
make them?
Knock them out.
Well, no, I'm
In an hour, yeah? It takes you an hour to make one?
I can channel divinity those things.
Oh, yeah. So, Fortune puts his hands together and says, "Oh, all father."
Father, I got a new business for
I take an couple of empty glasses from the table next to me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all father. Swoop! And a few seconds later, it's a beautiful dragon pipe. Here we go. And I just set it on the table, slide it toward Cade.
You know, my man, I think me and you will get along perfectly.
I have no doubts. Nice to meet you. I am Fordham.
I am Cade. I used to run around with Corvus back in the day.
I assume so. I think we have something of yours.
Oh?
And I dig in our pack of stuff and I pull out a less than 2 pound bag of not so good weed that I have literally stuck my nose in like 4 times. Like, what the fuck is this? And I never asked anybody, but now that I smell this, I go, oh.
Yeah.
And I just hold it out to you.
That's the problem. It's never been on fire.
Right. Now that I smell it, I'm like, I think this belongs has belonged to you for a while. So I hold out a slightly less than 2-pound bag of
Marijuana.
Not so great.
not so great. Yeah, I think that's
Yeah, I
right.
As
think
it is
that was-
labeled.
I think that was like my first batch that I ever made.
Yup.
Oh, then people will pay a high premium to test your first batch.
I mean, it's not so
it's
great.
It's been in the bag for a long time.
And that bag has been everywhere.
I
God
will,
knows what it'll
Dragon
smell like
blood
when it's
on it.
smoked.
I will take out a couple seeds and use plant growth just to see if I can get it to bloom again.
I mean, it can bloom, but it's not very good. It's definitely your lowest quality that you've been able to make.
Yeah. This one's better left in the past.
All right.
The barkeep will walk over and like take it from you and then toss you 10 gold.
Okay. Someone likes the Charlie Brown?
I mean,
Oh,
if
hey.
it's discounted, we'll take it. And then just start selling it to everybody in the establishment.
God damn it.
I told
They're
you
drunk, they don't give a
pay.
fuck.
Sinclair,
This is Port Denali all over again.
Sinclair, take this. I hand you back your bloodstone, and I go, tomorrow, we can put it in a weapon for you, or hold it, and then when we reforge your sword, we'll put it in that.
Okay. I have no idea how all that works, so if you could teach me, I can help you with the book.
Perfect.
So, Corvus, you haven't seen this guy in, what, 6-9 months?
Almost a year.
In character almost a year? I thought it was...
Yeah.
I think so.
Holy
It's
shit,
very
yeah,
close.
a year.
It's very close. If it's not there.
Yeah, because Forger's been gone for a year and a half, so... Yeah. Okay, it's been about a year. Okay. Yeah, there he is.
So I'm probably gonna be buying him a drink. Trying to catch up, swapping stories and whatnot.
Well, then swap stories. Go for it, guys.
All right.
So, after you guys left me in the Plume Forest, for some reason, I kind of thought to myself, I was like, you know what, this business, Reggie was right, that I needed to make this business something great. You remember how me and Reggie loved to smoke together.
Right. Yeah. Everyone did.
Reggie was such a great guy. Like, I would just do anything for that man.
Yeah. Agreed. So,
How is he, by the way?
not well.
What do you mean not well?
Well, not well. Just look, he's run into a sort of trouble with his, I guess, boss, and he's sort of on lab. Last I checked, I think he was up in. Okay, Corvus knows where it is. I forget the name. Not Whitestone. The big god city.
Iman. No, he's not in Vasselheim. He's in. Last you heard from him, he was in Iman.
Oh,
Yeah, he was heading from Whitestone, going to Iman.
okay.
What was he doing all the way on Tal'Dorei?
Well, like I said, a spot of trouble. Just trying to get away from it all.
Is he no longer a Von instructor?
I didn't exactly get that detail. I imagine his boss would like him back at some point. However, best to wait for, the civil war that might have started as the result of things happening outside of our control.
Are you talking about the business in the Republic right now?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of put a really big damper on my whole project of sailing to the Republic. Nothing like war to not make people want to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm all the way up here in the throes in fucking north.
Yeah, plus when those sea monsters got out and destroyed half the fleet, that didn't help matters any.
Oh yes, I saw what happened to Phelan. That was another business venture down the drain.
Yeah, that we didn't have fun there. That place just got absolutely fucked by our being there.
Hopefully, he'll take a long drink as he's just like dreading going ever back to the Magic Coast right now.
Yeah, Corvus does exactly the same thing.
Oh, here's the piece.
Fordrum holds up 4 fingers at the waitress again.
Yep. Fine.
So do you do business transactions often there, Kid?
Where?
Like in general, like do you normally go about going to places and trying to sell?
Well, I started my own grove in the Plum Forest. I got a nice loan from some nice folks in Port Denali, and I'll be honest, business hasn't been great. The war in the Republic and Phelan, which was like the closest town, kind of dissolving. So I am open to business adventures right now.
Okay. If you ever need help, I have a unique means of aiding business transactions.
Oh, how's that?
I make these contracts, and basically the money goes to the church, and it can grant you boons in things like, bargaining and hostile takeovers, and preventing you from being mentally coerced through magic. There's 3 different tiers.
I will cast like a firebolt and light a joint. I can take care of myself.
You just see his entire finger begins to be engulfed in flame. And you see through the flame 2 red, bubbly eyes look at you, and then the flame disappears.
What was in that?
Oh, that's Ignis. Don't worry about him. You'll meet him eventually sometime. Hopefully, maybe.
Wait,
I hope not.
is this the same Ignis that's in hell, or?
No, he's in the Feywild.
Oh, okay.
And I really don't put my trust in other people's gods. I prefer to let nature take its own course.
Wait, lads, did you just say hell?
I didn't.
All right, I'm just, normally it's impolite conversation to talk hell in a bar.
I like this humor.
Do you not normally curse in a bar?
Curse the bar? What?
No. God, no.
Yeah, no, the bar brings alcohol. It makes everybody happy. No, we do not curse the bar. We respect the bar.
Exactly.
And I look at Corvus and I'm like, and believe it or not, the display of beating each other up is fine in the bar. Normally you don't hit each other with bottles, but that's just it.
Hey, even Stevens, I say, fine enough.
That same dwarven individual comes over to you, buys one of the spliffs from Cade, and hands you a shot, Corvus. Good match. And he walks away. His entire right side of his face is just a huge bruise. Like, his eye is not opening.
I've probably got more than a few welts on my back, too.
Yeah.
Plus the shards of glass.
Yep.
Can I grab them before they walk away and healing word both those idiots?
Oh,
that feels strange, but better
That's
now.
tingle it. Oh.
Yeah, you get used to it after a while.
Thanks, Fordrum. Just pat you on the shoulder.
Everybody
Alright.
be careful.
He points back at you. Hey, Corvus, round 3 tomorrow.
You're on.
No
I'm glad to
weapons.
see-
It's a city rule.
Yeah.
Glad
He
to
just,
see
like,
things never
brushes it
change.
Cade, what'd you say?
I said I'm glad to see some things never change.
Well, someone's going to be the parent.
I hope that's not you, because if you
Oh God, no.
start running around making deals all the time.
A-
Last deal,
after hearing what Maxwell wanted to do with the orphans, I don't think I ever want to have kids.
Wait a minute. You never did say what was the orphan deal?
He wanted to tax not only the guy who was creating it and protecting the town, but also the people that run it and the orphans. And he wanted y'all to stop paying for the orphanage.
Yeah, I told you he wasn't good.
Oh God, you weren't even kidding. Like when I looked at those books, oh my God. I thought my bank account looked bad.
Fordham's staring at you like you do realize like a parent looking at you like you've maybe done something wrong or were thinking something wrong.
You know, I'm glad, you know, he got the shell shock that he deserved.
Nah.
But at the same time, maybe you'll stop shouting at the building now in the evening. Hey, one less public disturbance, right?
I
Maybe?
hope that's how it goes.
I hope I didn't cause him to kill himself.
We don't use that line of thinking in my games. Not an option.
Okay. I'd hope he doesn't drink himself into a stupor.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, he won't. I mean, he will for a while, but then he will stop.
Okay.
And then he'll meet a woman and then he'll get married and he's got plenty of money, so he'll live in his giant mansion for many, many years.
So did he never check the public records?
He probably did all the time, but he doesn't understand them. Not everybody who is in public office understands what the public means to the office.
So, around this point, the door opens up and you see 5 of Uthodurn's finest walking in with Arbiter Bronze in tow, holding a massive stack of papers. Hello, everybody. Hey, hi. Just so you all are aware, we're establishing a new system where every month we are going to review whoever is in charge. Every citizen, here you go. And he's handing out, like, here, how am I doing, to every single person in the bar.
And I just get underneath the table and just keep drinking.
Arbiter, I thought we talked about this. I thought we were going to take it a little bit easy on this whole pushy, needy, I need to know how everyone thinks I'm doing.
No, it's no problem.
Boo! Keep your papers to yourself.
All right, fine. Then verbally tell me, how do you like the city?
You're doing fine. The city's fine. Shut up and have a drink, or go back to your house and have a smoke.
We're smoking in here now.
And we're smoking in here now. Look what we made, a dragon. Come on, Arbiter.
As a guest in your town, I'd like to voice my opinion that you need to ban indoor smoking because it lowers visibility.
I will blow smoke in.
I will
face.
prestidigitation it away from me.
I will cast my fog cloud.
No. Oh,
Right.
no.
I will counterspell it.
Don't fuck with the wizard.
I'm just hiding underneath the table because I know what this is.
I start looking at the ceiling and decide we could put vents in this place.
But yeah, I'll contact one of your family for that later. The barkeep hands out another round.
No,
the
I'll do it for free.
The arbiter will come over to your table and go, All right, man. And you can tell this dude, his eyes are bloodshot. Whatever he was given is Cade's finest. All right. Hey, sorry. This is my first time ever, partaking in this before, and apparently it can make you a little paranoid. Is that right? One of the side effects? Looks at you, Cade.
Yeah, maybe the first couple times, but after that, you build a tolerance, and then you just find that nice deep mellow we found before. And he looks around for Sinclair, but I guess he's underneath the table.
Yup, he's right under the table.
I will not point him out until our meeting was interrupted.
Right. I mean, so long as everybody in all honesty, I want to know if I'm doing a good job or not. Not every year. Like, I feel like,
I use thaumaturgy, and right behind his ear, he just hears a whisper. You did an amazing job. I'm sorry.
Who the fuck is that? He's still very paranoid, and because it's an ominous whisper he hears with thaumaturgy.
I grab him by the beard and I'm like, "You're doing a great job, lad. Keep it up."
Who the fuck you calling lad? He takes your wrist and presses and removes it. A good 80 years your elder, and then he just slaps you on the shoulder.
I know. And then I just keep waving the bartender over for food and drink, and we can't get enough of that on this table.
Okay, yeah. And the Arbiter will pay out of pocket for this.
No. It's already paid for. Your money's no good here, Arbiter.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Do you know how much that, it was written in that I get paid?
Bullshit and you know how you're a public servant, so I'm going to buy you food.
I don't need 10,000 gold a year.
No, but I'm the public. I'm the public, so I'm serving.
All right, but I'm changing that policy. Public servants shouldn't be making 10,000 gold a year. Let's name it 50 gold a week. Fuck.
No, that's not enough either.
No, we pay more for the staff that helps.
It's a really nice idea. Find a middle ground. We're already doing well.
Man, I love this Arbiter so much.
Right?
Right.
I just tug on freaking Fordham's leg. I really fucked up.
The Arbiter,
and Fordham looks down at you and goes, "Yes, you did. Stay down there." And I hand a drink down underneath the table to Sinclair.
Oh, do you got a puppy? And he looks.
No.
Oh, hey.
And I just...
What are you doing on the floor? Come join us. Come on.
Come on, Sinclair.
Come on. It's rude to refuse an offer.
And I look at Sinclair and I go, "It's Dwarven custom. You can do wrong, and the damage of it is nothing. Just say,
I just hope that some good came from all of it.
And if nothing did, it's all right."
Yeah, and I think some good came from it. I'm going to make sure that everybody's happy on a monthly basis, or maybe quarterly basis, instead of every year. I mean, for fuck's sake, there's not another re-election for 4 years. That's way too long.
If you do it yearly, that wouldn't be bad. That's less paperwork.
True.
Redeem.
And I just want to make sure I'm doing
that drink.
Yeah. Comes over and hands another. At this point, she just brings over a whole fucking keg and lets you tap it.
Yep.
But anyways, drinking gleefully into the night, enjoying the presence of the Arbiter, who's practically a king in Uthodurn, just relaxing and having a great time, meeting up with some old friends and making some new ones. Let's continue through this entire route just to knock out downtime a little faster. Sinclair, the Arbiter is interested in having you assist him, and he's willing to pay you a small sum just to hear whatever policies Marquette had from your time period, just because he wants to learn how other cultures and civilizations handle their politics so that he can adjust and maybe adapt any good things from that. Are you willing to work with him for a week?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And he is going to be paying you civil service work is commissioned civil service work is 20, so that'll be 100 gold for this week of work.
Nice.
but it's honest and it's good, and all you have to do is talk. All right.
Okay.
Perfect. Now, the rest of this downtime has come to its conclusion, everybody. You all meet back up either at the same tavern or, if you're willing to invite Cade over to your family house.
Yeah, we. Yep. I'll invite Kate over, but I'm going to tell him before he goes. Like, look, my mom won't be cool with the smoke.
Yeah, I don't smoke it all the time.
No, you are welcome to smoke it all the time. But bringing it into the household with what you're gonna experience isn't going to go over well with my mom. And so just be aware she doesn't have any boundaries. so I just I would keep it as non-mentioned in the household as possible. Let them discover it in the city.
Is this the same thing with the prison thing?
Prison thing came out.
So I shouldn't say that I really bonded with Corvus when we were in jail together.
Wait a minute. You met Corvus in jail too?
No, I met Corvus in a town. We got arrested together for breaking into the, this high court.
That was a misunderstanding, and you know it.
I look at Corvus at this point, and I'm like, you know what? As far as I know, I think everyone has met you in prison for the first time.
Except me.
Sinclair didn't.
I was in a cave.
Granted,
true.
if I wasn't being respectful,
First of all,
probably ended in a jail.
Neither of you two met him. You met me, and I'm gonna just go with that because Jarvis isn't here to
I promise you, Fordrum, that I will not bring up any of my business dealings or.
Thanks. I'm not telling it because I don't want you to. I'm telling you because it's for your own good. My mom is not the kind of woman that you would trifle with, and you'll know that immediately once you meet her.
All right.
It was nice to me.
Uh-huh. She was nice to you. You were sick and drunk, and so she
hit the rest of us.
She's hit the rest of us. But she's also repaired or replaced most of everyone else's shoes. So, and by the way, kid, your shoes will probably be cleaned and repaired beyond.
I look down at my bare hobbit feet. Yeah, sure. I'll get right on that.
I just look at him and I'm like, oh.
Dude, it's snowing.
Then you might end up with boots before this is over. From my mom. So that's the warning. Bring it on. It's gonna be fine.
Open the front door where you see your uncle is just waking up for his portion of work today. To do the rotation, which means, he probably has about an hour before he leaves. Luckily, though, he woke up early enough to experience dinner with everybody as you walk through there, and immediately your uncle looks over at all of you. Marquesian Bloom, who's got it? Cade, that's the name of your seeds.
I just point at Cade.
And when he says that before Fortune's mom comes around, I cast prestidigitation on all of us.
Oh no! Oh no!
No!
You begin casting a spell, and you hear what sounds like the shattering of a pot against the wall. There ain't no spell casting in my home.
As I have a bag of joints open in front of this guy.
I just duck. Like, Fordrum just falls to the ground.
She rounds around the corner, marches directly up to you, Sinclair, with a wooden spoon, with the fear of every Italian grandma at her side, there ain't
I
no
just
spell
stopped
casting
casting.
in my home. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
It's Mama.
Yes, Mama.
Good. Looks over at you, Cade. Did you carry a skunk in here with you?
Yes. Yes, and I slowly try to put away the bag.
Sleight of
He
hand.
does like animals.
I'm a druid. I spend my day around animals and trees and, you know.
Oh, I spent a couple of years in my youth as a hippie too. It wasn't that bad. 19. Yeah, that barely beats her passive. Well, it looks like my son adopted another one. Hello. I'm Mama. You can just call me that. Or
At this
Mrs.
point, I
Bright
roll
Bright.
up and I'm like, wait a minute. He was starting to cast and he didn't get actually hit. Sorry. Never mind.
She just glares at you for a moment, Fordrum.
Sitting
Well,
on the
if
floor.
it doesn't occur to you, I didn't tell him when he was shit-faced last week that he couldn't.
Right. Warning first.
Mm-hmm. Now apologize for raising your voice.
I apologize for raising my voice.
Say it to your friends.
I apologize to all of you for raising my voice.
Good. Now sit
Okay.
down and eat dinner.
Cade breaks out into the giggles.
Are there any other rules that I need to be aware of?
Oh, that's pretty much the one. Be respectful. Don't go to jail. Apparently that needs to be a rule in this household.
I just point at Corvus as I'm walking to the dinner table. I don't say a word.
Oh, I know.
I'm actually a friend of Corvus's. That's how your son invited me here. But thank you so much for your hospitality.
And when that happens, 2 fingers pop out.
Oh, wait. Oh, you're snitching?
Oh no.
Oh, no, you're snitching in front of all your cousins. Oh,
I'm
no.
all the way at the dinner table by this point. Yes, the cousins know, Mom doesn't.
Uh-huh. They're just watching. She doesn't notice, luckily. Lon leans closer to you. You know, if they would have noticed that, they'd probably wet your feet and hang you up by your beard, right?
Who says Lon says that?
Yeah.
I just look at him. I'm like,
Your family don't like snitches.
I know. And I just look at him. I'm like, this is just family fucking with each other. We're not actually like in court.
Mm-hmm. And he backs up a little bit. Cade walks around the corner, and everybody else sorry, Cade, your experience of this place. It is a fairly large home with about 17 total individuals inside Fordrum, something like that.
I think so.
All of which at a table that looks like it does not support 17 people, but somehow they all sit down and fit at it, and they somehow make room for all of you as well, as everybody's just grabbing from this massive buffet of food, creating their own plates. Shockingly, everybody uses utensils. Nobody picks up anything with their fingers, and Mama is rotating, giving everybody either wine, ale, or water, whichever their preference is. Except Sinclair, he's strictly given water in this household.
Mm-hmm.
She refuses to let
And
you
I
get that
love
shit-faced in her home again.
I love the water.
So,
This is more water than I've had in a while.
you see the larger dwarven individual with the very wide, broad arms who you can almost smell the heated metal radiating off of his skin. Scoots up next to you, Cade, and just smirks down at you. The same guy who said that comment before. I'm Orman, Uncle Orman. Pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Trill. Pleasure to meet you as well.
Yep, I'm the almost patriarch of this family. My father, or his father, my brother, is the patriarch. And then your mama clears her throat. Sorry, I'm third, he's second, she's first. And then she keeps walking.
You guys, you have been so helpful. Perhaps me and you can take a walk around the grounds.
Absolutely, I'd love to give you a tour of the establishment.
Yeah, of course.
Yep, definitely. Hey, I noticed you don't have any shoes.
Yeah, I don't really need them or want them.
You're not worried about frostbite?
I have a way with heat. I don't get cold that often.
Forger Mom just looks over at you. You're one of those half folks, right?
Yes, somewhat, for the most part.
Yeah. You got a hairy heritage about you, too.
Yes, like as an ear twitches.
So where do you hail from? I spent my few... What was it? Was it a year, Ornum? I think it was just over 2 years. 2 years, yeah. Wow. I spent that time out in the Savalier Woods, pursuing a loose lifestyle, let's call it. Where do you hail from? What's your forest?
Down on the other end of the mountains, in the Lotus kind of area.
Never been down that far. My brother was out there. That's where he went to jail.
Oh,
And
yes.
she gestures at Fordrum.
Well, I mean, jail can happen to the best of us, especially in the Empire, you know.
Her eyes narrowed down at you.
I, personally, have never been in one of those jails.
Deception check, please. Keep in mind, you're lying to Mama.
Yeah.
Oh, she
He
rolled
said,
good.
I've never been in one of those jails.
That'd be a nat 20.
Wow, you just barely succeeded against her. Ooh, halflings.
Yes,
Well, it's
But,
good to see that my boy has a good influence in his life. Oh,
Yes,
sorry.
I-
2, she pats Sinclair on the head.
I just look at Cade like, dude.
He got away with lying to Mama.
I just look at Ford and she's patting my head, like eyes like bug-eyed, like don't snitch, don't snitch, don't snitch.
No, but I haven't witnessed a bold-faced lie from you. But Cade now has bold-faced lied.
No, but I did something bad though.
Yeah. So, Lon, the cousin who's sitting next to Fordrum, leans over to you, Cade. And he's skinnier than most of the other dwarves. He has a much more well-shaped beard and trimmed as well. His hair also does like that slight swoop across his forehead over to the left-hand side. And it might be dyed black, but it's definitely straight. And he like leans over the table over towards you. So, what brings you to Uthadern?
Oh, I'm just a small business owner from down on the Menagerie Coast, and I came up here at the behest of your arbiter to maybe set up a trade negotiation.
Oh, not interested. And he just leans back in his chair, and immediately Mama chimes in. Oh, you're a business person. You should definitely talk to, Ormond right there. He, of course, runs the shop that our family is most known for, and, well, actually many of other Fordrum's cousins and siblings also run other shops.
If this trade deal goes through, I am sure you will see an increase in business in some of them.
Oh, you're already making connections. Good on you, boy. You know, it's hard getting settled up in a dwarven territory. You need thick skin. And she, like, slaps you on the back. So what do you sell anyways? Ormond immediately, like, chokes on a piece of chicken.
I sell
Hey, Ed, man, Mama.
herbal
Mama.
medication.
Mama. There's no business talk at the table, right? Excuse me. That's right. Sorry. And she, like, glares at Ormond.
I have a whole new respect for my uncle now.
Yeah.
I just look at him like, oh my God. That was the quickest thinking I've ever had at this table.
He winks over at you. Hey, he's good at something.
Uh-huh.
And that's pretty much the atmosphere of this place. It feels like an animal house, but with all of the love in the world with everybody having conversations. Afterwards, you, Cade, are excused from doing the dishes. However, the others do have to do the dishes as, quote-unquote, they are freeloaders in this house right now, so they got to pull some weight. That's Sinclair, Corvus, Fordrum, and Argon.
Mm-hmm.
And Mama will look at you, Cade. Are you a fan of pie?
Oh, I do love me some pie.
Oh, we have a very nice peach cobbler that I made this morning, if you would like a slice.
Perhaps later. I believe, Fordrum's uncle here is going to show me the grounds.
Yep, I'm going to give him a tour. We'll be back, Mama, and keep the pie on hand. And the two of you walk off. All right, Cade, how much do you have on you?
I think I'm down to, like, my last, 5.
Pounds?
It was no, probably my last pound. My last little brick.
And what do you want to offer that as a sale? Because, yeah.
I'm trying to remember the price. I think it was, 50 for the brick, but...
Is that what you're offering him?
Yeah.
50 gold?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, Uncle doesn't even bet an eye at that.
No, he doesn't. He goes, really? If it's good, I'll give you another 10. And hands you 50 gold and takes the entire thing and, smuggles it up to his room real quick. Yeah.
I can also grow a plant for you if you'd like I have a hidden spot. Just as a show of hospitality.
The door opens back up and he just waves you inside.
Alright. I go inside.
I can't wait for Mama to find that plant.
Oh, Orman's gonna get his shit rocked. That's gonna be fantastic. Yeah, if you set him up with another plant he can put by his window, that he can tend to himself. He has no idea how to do herbalism, but he doesn't think it'll be that hard. He'll give you another 20 gold.
Cool. I will set him up with a plant, and I'll use some druid craft to get it nice and started and nice and settled in the pot.
Now, you do notice his room appears to be the largest room in the building. Not that he necessarily needs it, because he doesn't have a wife or anything. However, it's because he has so many trophies on the wall. Best blacksmith of the year. Apparently, he's only missed 2 years out of the last 30? Yeah, out of the last 30. And all of those placards are on his walls. And you see that everything in here is handcrafted with his etched signature in it. Not just the metal, but all of the woodworking, all of the thatching, all of the weaving, everything he did. Everything in this room, he made. Yes, he made himself. Everything. All right. Oh, this is going to be a good setup, boy. Not bad. Not bad.
Yes, and hopefully your arbiter approves this, and it'll be more readily available in the city.
You need to go talk to Costin Jr.
Talk to who?
Costin. I'll bring you to this room. If you're going to get legally selling, he's the glassblower of the family.
Yes. Fordrum mentioned something about a glassblower.
Yeah. Well, once you get all those paperworks, I'll introduce you to Costin.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and, of course.
Please enjoy the best on the Menagerie Coast right there.
Oh, been a while. Thank you. All right, leave me.
All right. As Pink Floyd starts playing in the background.
Yeah. All in all, we're just fantastic time. Well, everybody, I think we successfully blew off an entire session. Cade, welcome back to all of the chaos, man. We missed you.
I'm glad to be back.
Oh, and don't worry. When we come back next week, we are back to actually playing D&D, not just downtime and role-playing. Actually, role-playing is D&D, but not just downtime.
Yep.
So, Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Bye.